Not sure where I want to go yet. The roadblock ahead, Marrow. You have some sort of fire spell to melt the avalanche. I can't, unfortunately, there's too much ice. I guess you could say, don't say it. That, please don't. It's no use. Welcome back to Aces High Gamers. Today I've got something a little bit different. One of the focuses I want to have here on the channel is to cover independent developer games, which I've already kind of started with covering the up-and-coming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge game and another game by Tribute Games called Steel Assault. Games like these and others I will be focused on are made of much smaller studios, sometimes even by a single individual. What I'd like to do is to help to bring more exposure their way, like highlight, share, spread the word, etc., since YouTube is flooded with coverage for all kinds of AAA titles already. This is a way for me, as a smaller creator, to help give back to these smaller developers who put in just as much time and effort into their games as the AAA devs do. Now, I cannot cover everything under the sun, unfortunately, so I just plan on to covering the games that appeal to my specific tastes. I'll be covering different genres, art styles, etc. However, you'll see a particular focus on pixel art games and RPG games, especially grid-based tactical RPGs. Now, with that said, let's get to today's preview. Enter Mango Mischief, developed by solo developer Chris Mango. This is a turn-based RPG using 16-bit style graphics in the RPG Maker MV engine, and it's described as follows. Mango Mischief is a throwback to a simpler time, the 16-bit era of video games when JRPGs used and abused cliché storylines as vehicles for showing off interesting battle mechanics, difficult dungeons and monsters, complex puzzles, character leveling systems, and customizability through skills, upgrades, and gear. Is it time to go on a magic quest to save the world, a quest that only you can complete with the help of 3 other party members who have different skills, of course? Do you need to collect several inanimate objects that serve no other purpose than to accidentally help the antagonist at the end of the game? Is the antagonist merely a puppet of the true final boss who also has multiple forms? Maybe, maybe not. The game, if you remember from the opening of the video, does not take itself too seriously. The game is described to pay homage to, but also parody, the common tropes of JRPGs from this generation that it's taking inspiration from. It is considered satirical, with self-referential humor, and it even breaks the fourth wall from time to time. Now, don't let this comedy fool you, though. The game does have an underlying story, a large explorable world with many puzzles to solve, vehicles for travel, plenty of weapons and armor, and other equipment that'll be at your disposal, and of course the traditional turn-based battle system with the other elemental affinities, buffs, debuffs, status ailments, and more, of course. It's basically the tried and true formula of any JRPG. Now, using a bit of Mango Mischief's style of satire, your typical 4-person fellowship is comprised of the following. Sprig, your run-of-the-mill physical damage dealer and tank. Marion, your fast and agile thief like heroine. Marrow, the I like to blow stuff up with magic, dark mage. And Arak, the guy who will scream, protect your healer, or die, priest-like, wizard-like healer. Now, each of the characters have their own backstories, their own personalities. Everything's going to be fleshed out in a series of flashbacks that will all culminate into a larger overarching narrative. Now, what I'll be doing here is testing out the final build for the game prior to launch and uploading my Twitch streams here onto the channel in hopes to, 1, help identify any remaining bugs, glitches, or any other issues that the game may happen to have, and 2, I'd like to increase the interest level for the game moving forward from this point up until its release date and even beyond that point. Now, if you'd like to check out any of the gameplay live, hop on over to my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/aceshighgamers. The streams will be every Wednesday and Thursday night, starting approximately around 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I may also try to pop on Tuesdays if it's at all possible. Streams will then be uploaded here onto the channel approximately a day or so later. Mango Mischief is set to release on June 20th, 2022 for PC via Steam. There will be a link in the description below to the game's Steam page. Pop it on your wish list if you're a fan of RPGs. Also remember to subscribe to help support the channel so I can continue making these videos, as well as help out these smaller dev teams. Thank you for tuning in, and stay safe out there.